Hey guys, Steven here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the 5 best ways to make money from music while staying at home. So if you like videos like these, please hit the like button and consider subscribing for more. So with the current events, we're all stuck at home, which makes it really hard for those of us that were playing shows to make our income. And this video is for you guys, but also for people just starting out that want to figure out how to make money from their music. So here are the 5 ways that I've found to work best. First, there's live streams. You've probably seen this if you're a musician because you probably have a lot of friends that are doing this. But basically on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and any of those other platforms, you can go live. Basically, you go live and you just put your links to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, any of those ways that people can tip you, and then you make money that way. Now, a couple tips with this one. What I would recommend is schedule when you're going live so that people know when to tune in. Don't just surprise them, because some people want to schedule this out. And then another thing that you can do is you can do the same time weekly so that people know when to check in and they kind of get into the habit of tuning in on Fridays at 7 p.m. or something and watching you. So one thing that's important here is you can also do requests. So if you ask for requests the day before and you learn the songs, then sometimes people are just happier and more likely to tip you for doing their request. So number 2 is also fairly obvious. If you're a writer, you want to have some songs up and you want to put them on Spotify and do all of these other things. This one costs a little bit of money up front, but then people can download your music. You can use sites like Bandcamp and basically give people the option to pay whatever they can, whatever they want. And that's kind of a cool option. You could leave that open-ended and the people that want to support you will spend more, and there may be some other people that spend a little bit less, but it'll average out usually to where you make more that way. So streaming and digital downloads is a great way to do that. You just got to remember that you're going to be marketing a lot with this. So that means you're going to be sharing it with friends. You're going to be trying to share it on forums that are similar genres to your music, just anywhere where it's not spam, where you can get it out to your audience. So my favorite way by far is using YouTube. So I have another channel that's Stephen Cox Bass, and what I do on that channel is I do a bunch of lesson videos, product reviews, and just playing some songs as well. Basically, the way you gotta monetize stuff on YouTube is a few different ways. So one way you could do it is you could just go with ad revenue, but I know if you haven't been building a channel, it's going to be really hard for you to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time during this pandemic. So what I would recommend is to find an alternate way to monetize your content. So one way to do this is to make product reviews. So if you're an instrumentalist, you've got guitars, you probably have strings on those guitars, you have different cables, interfaces to record on your computer, microphones, anything of that nature. You probably just want to do a review video on that thing, and if you have multiple ones, you can compare them. So comparison videos work really well also. And basically, once you make these review videos, then you can go sign up for an Amazon affiliate account, and once you do that, you can get the links from Amazon and you can plug them into your description. And when people click on those links to go buy the product that you reviewed in your video, then you get a commission if they go to buy it. And it doesn't have to be the product that you got them there with. If they buy anything on Amazon, that first purchase that they do, so if they buy like 16 things right at a time, but that first purchase that they do within 24 hours of going, you get a commission of. So I made about $1,000 last year this way, and this year it's looking like I'm going to make more than that. So it's a good way. It's not a perfect way. It's not going to necessarily make all the ends meet unless you have a lot of things that you can do product reviews on that people are curious about. And then another way to make money on YouTube is through Patreon. So if you have patrons that really support what you're doing artistically, you can give them some perks on Patreon, and then they'll sign up at like the $5 level, the $10 level. You can make different levels, and you give them different things based on what they sign up for. So for me on Patreon, what I like to do is I teach lesson videos on YouTube. So when I go over to Patreon, I give them the sheet music for those lessons. Like if we do beginner warm-ups and things like that on Ubase, then I give them the tablature for that. And then I also let people on Patreon request a video. So if there's a song that they want to learn, I let them request one, and then I fulfill that. And that's another way to keep patrons on. And once you fulfill one song, even though I only do it at the $5 level, usually people will stay on because they're just so happy that I did that, and they're getting value out of other people's songs. So then another way to make money from home is to do session work. This works best if you're an instrumentalist, but it can also work for vocalists. You could also write songs for people, which is kind of a cool idea. Most musicians right now are trying to release a lot of content, so there might be people that play guitar that want a bass track on their song, and if you play bass, you can do that, or vice versa. A bass player may want a guitar track on a song, and they'll be happy to pay some sort of fee for you to do that. If you don't have friends that are wanting this, you can always go on to Fiverr and other sites like that. I believe there's one called AirGigs as well, and so you can look for session work through there, and you can do your pricing accordingly. On Fiverr, you can give them a $5 option, which would probably be giving them a low-quality MP3, and then if they want the higher quality waves or just higher quality audio files in general, you can just charge them more for that. All right, and so last we're going to do the 5th way you can make money from music at home. Right now, lessons aren't in person. But if you're able to teach an instrument or able to teach vocals, or you have a skill that you can develop how to teach by just watching other people do it on YouTube and just practicing teaching, basically you can find people to teach on Skype. You can find them through Craigslist, you can find them through YouTube, you can find them on forums and just basically going around and doing that. Or you could sign up with a lessons company where they already have students that you can teach. But basically all you need for this is a webcam. You could really get away with doing it on your phone, although the audio quality you probably want a little bit better since you're teaching music, so you may want an external microphone that you can plug into your phone. But basically you just teach your lesson through Zoom or Skype, or I've even taught a couple through Facebook Messenger, the video chat on that, and you just want to teach lessons like you normally do. There's a little bit of limitation with Skype and all these other things, and basically the biggest limitations are you can't play in real time with your student because there's a delay going through the internet. However, there's a program called Jamkazam, where if you're plugged in through a wired connection, not a wireless connection, it can usually cut out pretty much all the delay, and you're able to play along with your student in time, which is a really big help. But if you're not able to do that, you just got to have resources for your student. So you could send them a backing track to play along to, or you could send them a track through email to sing along to. And I like to notate the music out, and I have a Guitar Pro, so I can notate guitar parts and bass parts and ukulele parts, and then that way I can just email the tablature with the sheet music above it to the students. I hope you enjoyed learning these 5 ways to make money with music from home. If you got value out of this, please like the video below, subscribe for more, and leave one comment below as to which one of these 5 ways is your favorite and which one of these you're going to implement. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.